Imagine waking up tomorrow with $10 million in your bank account. Sounds like every problem would disappear, right? But here's a question most people never ask. Would you actually stay rich? Statistics show that many lottery winners end up broke within just a few years. Professional athletes have earned millions only to lose everything after retirement. How is that possible? Because money doesn't change your mindset. Your mindset controls your money. The biggest difference between wealthy people and broke people isn't intelligence. It isn't luck. It isn't where they were born. It's the way they think. Every financial decision you make begins with a belief. Every habit you repeat is driven by your mindset. Every opportunity you either take or ignore starts in your mind long before it shows up in your bank account. If your thinking stays the same, your financial life usually stays the same too. So today, we're going to talk about something much deeper than making more money. We're going to talk about rewiring the way you think, because once your mindset changes, your decisions change, your habits change, your confidence changes, and eventually, your income begins to change too. Let's begin. Poverty is more than having little money. Most people think poverty is just about having an empty wallet, but that's only part of the story. Real poverty often starts as a pattern of thinking. Think about two people who both lose their jobs. The first person immediately says, "My life is over. Nobody's hiring. I'll never recover." The second person says, "This is painful, but it's temporary. What skills can I learn? Who can I meet? What's my next move?" Same situation, completely different mindset. One person sees a dead end, the other sees a challenge. Millionaires don't avoid problems. They solve problems. They understand that setbacks are part of the process. Most people spend their energy complaining about circumstances. Successful people spend their energy creating solutions. Your brain works like a search engine. Whatever question you ask it, it tries to answer. Ask, "Why am I always broke?" Your brain finds evidence. Ask, "How can I become more valuable?" Your brain starts searching for opportunity. The quality of your life is often determined by the quality of the questions you ask yourself every day. That's why changing your financial future begins with changing your internal conversation. Stop thinking like a consumer. Here's one of the biggest differences between wealthy people and everyone else. Average people focus on spending. Wealthy people focus on producing. Think about what most advertisements tell you. Buy this, upgrade that, treat yourself. You deserve it. Every day you're being encouraged to consume more. More clothes, more gadgets, more entertainment, more convenience. Now, there's nothing wrong with enjoying life, but if all you ever do is consume, you'll always depend on someone else to create value. Millionaire thinking asks a different question. What can I build? What can I create? What problem can I solve? Every successful business exists because it solves a problem. Restaurants solve hunger. Apps solve inconvenience. Gyms solve health problems. Teachers solve knowledge gaps. The more valuable problems you solve, the more valuable you become. Instead of asking, "What can I buy today?" start asking, "What can I create today?" That simple shift changes everything. Your income follows your value. Many people believe they deserve higher pay simply because they've worked hard, but the marketplace doesn't reward effort alone. It rewards value. Imagine two people working the same number of hours. One spends every evening watching television. The other spends those same hours learning sales, communication, investing, marketing, coding, or leadership. 5 years later, their lives probably look completely different, not because one worked harder, because one became more valuable. Millionaires understand something that schools rarely teach. Skills create income. The more difficult your skills are to replace, the more opportunities you have. That's why wealthy people invest heavily in themselves. Books, courses, mentors, networking, practice, experience. They know that the greatest investment isn't the stock market. It's the person staring back at them in the mirror. Ask yourself honestly, what skill are you improving right now? If your answer is none, you've already found one reason your income hasn't changed. Never stop learning, because your income can rarely outgrow your personal growth for very long. Stop trading time for everything. Here's a belief that quietly keeps millions of people stuck. If I want more money, I just need to work more hours. At first, that sounds logical, but think about it. You only have 24 hours in a day. Eventually, you reach a limit. Millionaires understand leverage. Leverage means finding ways for your work to continue creating value even when you're not actively working. A book can be sold thousands of times. A business can serve customers while the owner sleeps. An investment can grow for years. A digital product can be downloaded around the world. The goal isn't just to work harder. The goal is to work smarter. Ask yourself, is what I'm doing today creating income only for today, or is it building something that could continue producing value tomorrow? That one question can completely change how you spend your time, because wealthy people don't just think about today's paycheck, they think about tomorrow's freedom. Change the people around you. Take a moment and think about the conversations you hear every week. Are they filled with excuses, complaints, gossip, negativity? Or are they filled with ideas, growth, goals, solutions? Your environment quietly shapes your thinking. If everyone around you believes success is impossible, eventually you'll believe it too. If everyone around you complains about wealthy people, you'll subconsciously avoid becoming wealthy yourself. But when you're surrounded by ambitious people, something changes. Their standards become your standards. Their habits influence your habits. Their expectations become your expectations. You don't have to abandon your old friends, but you do need to become intentional about what influences your mind. Read books written by successful people. Listen to podcasts. Watch educational content. Find mentors. Join communities that challenge you to grow, because every voice you listen to is programming your mindset. The question is, who are you allowing to write your mental software? Transition to part 2. So far, we've uncovered 5 major mindset shifts, but we're only getting started because the biggest mental traps aren't always obvious. Some of them feel completely normal, even though they're quietly keeping you financially stuck. In the next part, we'll break down the hidden beliefs that stop people from building wealth, why fear keeps people poor, why patience creates millionaires, and the daily habits that completely rewire the brain for long-term success. Let's keep going.